Hi, this is Mandelyn Reese, the Los Angeles Street Angel, and this is episode 5. I wanted to follow up on episode 4's message on death and boobies, and actually I realized that that was a perfect example of what I was addressing in episode 2 and 3 about fear. How fear can come in and enter your mind and just wreak havoc, and you're thinking all these different negative outcomes of what could be wrong, and then maybe it's not so bad, but I actually don't know what's wrong with me yet, but at least I'm in talks with somebody who might be helping me with a surgery. So we'll just see. I don't have any details or any information yet, but at least that option is possibly there. The pain has resided, and I think it was actually all the breast exams I was having. I had 3 in the last couple weeks, and I think it actually irritated the whole area and made it feel swollen and painful, and it's resided now. So thankfully, I'm not in so much pain where I can't sleep at the moment, but at least I know that it's something I need to get looked at pretty soon and get worked on. So there's that. And I wanted to show you my quote board today, and actually I'm just going to do half of it, the first quarter of it, I guess. It's kind of divided into 3, but I want to just go up in here because there's a lot on here. These are my personal favorites, and so I figured I would just discuss a few with you today. Up here in the corner it says, "There are no mistakes, only lessons learned," and that's from the book by Barbara DeAngelis that I showed you in the episode 3. And you have all the love you could ever need. And to expand on that, you already have all the love you could ever want or need in your heart. And I know that might sound really weird to you, but once you work on and become a whole person in and of yourself, then you will tap into that love more easily and get it from more sources other than like a male or female that you're interacting with as a significant other. You won't require that from them. If everybody's a duality, and I'm going to have a whole episode about duality. The yin-yang symbol, everybody has that. The whole universe is based on that principle, and not many people know very deeply about the duality, so that one will be coming up soon. I'm also going to have a whole episode on synchronicities, and if you don't know what that is, I suggest that you Google it because it's a really amazing concept, and it's been happening to me so much. It's very fascinating. So, went off on a tangent, but I'll get back to the board. Autodidact is a self-taught person, which is what I have been doing. So, reading and researching, and I'm just gobbling up all this spiritual information, and I'm going to do my best to share it with you in a no BS way, so that it'll help you out in your life. Over here, live in the present, tackle one day at a time. I probably say that every episode, but hey, it's a new day, and I'm going to tell you again. So it's so important. You have no idea. If you really listen to your intuition and live in the present, you get inner promptings. You get thoughts of, hey, I should talk to that person, or hey, I should grab that piece of paper, or I should do this. Listen to those inner promptings. That is what's there to guide you. That is what you were born with to guide you through this life. It's like the illumination of your path. So really learn to listen to your heart thoughts. So next, over here, no matter what the F someone says, stand your ground. And my sister told me that one. I really loved it. It was one of my first ones that I put on this board. And my sister's a sweet little firecracker of a girl, but she's got a lot of life experience, and she's taught me so much, and I actually want to credit her for starting my spiritual journey. She gave me some pointers, and it really just, it went from there. So thank you, my sister. Her name is Blue, and I love her so much. Okay, so over here, with all partnerships, always remember that there has to be an even exchange of energy. So that is talking about all of your relationships. Make sure that someone's not totally draining your good energy out of you. Maybe you're helping someone too much. It's good to help people, but if you're finding yourself helping someone over and over and over, and it's just like the drain on you, you have to start to pull back for your own sake. And energy exchanges between people, especially within a relationship, it needs to be a healthy energy, and especially with the sexual kind. And I don't mean to just jump right into that, but you need to make sure that you are satisfied in your partnership. It's important, so important, because then spirituality is very closely linked with your sexual energy. And I'm going to have a whole nother episode about sexual energy called Kundalini. You can Google that term. It's good to know about. And I'll also be talking about the chakra system. But that's another whole thing altogether. So, okay, next. More happiness starts with appreciating all the things you do have. And I have a poster that says that in a little bit different form. Said happiness starts with appreciating everything that you already have. So be grateful for every little thing that you get, and especially gifts from people. Thank them. It's so important, because that is going to be like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's going to be enhancing that behavior in that person, and it will only help your life as well, because it's encouraging positive behaviors. Change is inevitable. Go with the flow. And change is constant. It is just always going to be happening. If anyone wanted to take a look at my life, I literally have to live one day to the next, because it can just change, and it's drastic. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I just have to go with the flow, literally go with the flow, because doors just slam out of the blue and things happen. And it's the important thing to note about that. There's this quote, it's not about what life does to you, it's about how you respond to life. So that was kind of linked with that. My neighbor Mitra said this next one, I don't give a F what other people think, and you shouldn't either. I loved it when she said that, because she kind of flipped her hair, and she's really cool. We hang out sometimes. But that's what, it's just don't care what other people think. This is your life, your choices. You only get a certain amount of time on this physical plane that we call Earth, and live it up. Literally, I keep using that term, but are you really doing it? You really savor the foods. If you sit down at a good meal, taste those flavors and look at the colors and enjoy that beverage. You know, if you're making love to somebody, enjoy that person. You know, caress them. I'm totally going off into that again. I'm not in the gutter, people. It's just like I'm going along with this. So, okay, next. Live for love and happiness always. Keep positive in thoughts and feelings. So, it was already kind of linked with what I was just telling you. Keep positive in thoughts and feelings. I've addressed that many times. So, positive thought is hundreds more times more powerful than negative thoughts. Let me say that again. Affirmative thoughts are 100 times more powerful than negative thoughts. So that's important to remember. And I believe I'm gonna, oh, last thing, up here. This is a graph, and it's happiness, time spent looking for it, and it's a downward spiral. The pursuit of happiness is the #1 cause of unhappiness. So if you're chasing what you think is going to make you happy in terms of like materialistic things, or like the rat race, you know, chasing happiness, and you know, just stop and enjoy what you're doing and find gratitude in the current moments and the current circumstances with the people that you're around right now. And then you're going to notice your happiness is going to wake up and be more of it more often, because you're approaching life in a different way. So that concludes episode 5. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'd love it if you would subscribe to my channel and stay up to date with this. I'm going to be growing the Angel Project. You just watch. I'm going to keep this up. I'm going to keep trying to go to the next level with it, however that opportunity will go. I don't really know at this point, but I'm loving what I do. This is what I'm passionate about. I'm not making any money yet, but this